Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm painting a self-portrait. This is an older photo of me. It's from 2012, but it is one of my favorites and I like it. I think I liked my haircut, and I like that it was cold out, so my face is a little flushed, and so I like the colors in my face for this painting. So I started out with a drawing of myself, and if I had realized in the beginning that my eye was a little wonky, I would have fixed it. But at this point, when I realized that I had done it, it was too late. It's really hard to fix a watercolor painting after you've gotten that far into it. So I didn't realize till probably about halfway through that my eye was a little wonky, but that's alright. This is a learning experience. I haven't done a self-portrait in probably 15 years. Back in college, they made us do it all the time, and I got tired of it. We had to paint ourselves in the mirror in not in watercolor, and oil paint or acrylic, or we had to draw ourselves. It was always something, and I got sick of it. So when I was not in school anymore, I was not going to be doing any more self-portraits. So I decided to do this because I have been wanting to get back into portraiture, and I decided to start with myself. So I have like ideas of I want to paint like some of my nieces and nephews, and I didn't want to paint them until I was a little more confident in my skills. So I'm starting the painting of myself, and since I've never done one in watercolor, I wanted to try it. So hopefully you guys like this. I don't think it turned out too bad for my first time. It was a lot of trial and error. You'll see I'll paint that nose in about 4 or 5 times, it seems like. Or I'll put the pink on my nose and it'll be a little too pink, and then I'll blot it out. But then I realize after it dries that, oh yeah, I'm using Daniel Smith paints and they dry a little bit lighter than what they look when they're wet. I'm used to Qor watercolors where they dry pretty much the same as they go on when they're wet. So right now, like, my skin tone's a little blotchy, but I can go in and fix that. You can water the paper down. I'm using Arches paper, so it can take a lot of water. And I just go in and kind of rub the edges of the paint where it's blotchy, and I can fix it. And I look so funny right now. This is like the worst part. My eyes look funny, but my eyes are like they're hazel. They're kind of a pea green color, and right now I've got them a little too green. So this is supposed to be a loose painting. It's not a real detailed, tight painting like I'm used to. So I'm going in with the mindset that this is going to be a loose painting. It's not going to be, you know, super detailed, and so it made it a little more relaxing. I'm still practicing hair. I am not great at hair. I have never been that great at hair, so I try to avoid it, actually. You see, I picked a painting with my hat on. But to get my darks, I'm mixing it right now. I'm mixing ultramarine blue and, oh, that's not it. That's for my hat. But I do mix ultramarine blue and burnt umber to make a really dark, almost black. And that's my little hat, and it covers my ears, and it's got some little dangly things that dangle down, and I love that hat. I ended up giving it to my niece. It doesn't look, I don't have bangs anymore, and so it looks funny on my head now with my forehead. So now I'm fixing my eyes, trying to get my color a little better. I think this is where I realized that my eye is up higher than the other, and my face is a little angled in the picture, but I didn't angle my nose very well, or my mouth, so it looks funny that my eye is up higher. And I know my bangs look weird right now, but don't worry, I'm going to go in, and right now I'm going in and taking some of the paint out so that some of my forehead shows underneath. And I'm going in and putting subtle color on my face, and I'll do that over and over again. Where I'll look and say, oh, I think I see a little purple in the corner of my eye, you know, where I got dark circles, and or I see a little green. Now I'm using just straight white wash and putting some sparkle in my eyes. And I'm doing my jacket very loose, very loose. And that's that burnt umber and ultramarine blue, and the ultramarine granulates, so it looks pretty cool. It looks like kind of weird but cool in my hair too. And every time you see me angle the picture up, it's so that I can look at it, I can get a better look at it, because I'm used to painting with my painting up, like on an easel, instead of flat. And when it's flat, you can skew the image. That's probably how I got my eye all weird, but you live and you learn. I think next time I will do my watercolor painting. If it's a portrait, I will put it on an easel and do it. So I'm fixing my mouth here. I had made my upper lip bigger than my bottom lip, which is not the case. My upper lip is much smaller. So I'm really liking the Daniel Smith watercolors. I bought the set of, it's the split primary colors. So there's a warm and cool of all the primaries. And then I'm using burnt umber and I think raw sienna, maybe, of a different set. I think it might be my Qor watercolors or my Turner watercolors. I'm not sure right now which ones they are. And I'm adding a little color to my neck. I think my neck might be my favorite part because of the pretty colors in it. And I'm adding some more color to my face because it looks awfully pale still. Add some color to my cheeks because they were a little rosy from the cold. And there I'm seeing my dark circles. They look so pretty on paper. So I'm adding a lot of subtle colors to my face. I think it turned out pretty good for my first watercolor portrait, and I'm hoping to do more. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you're not subscribed, why not? You should subscribe so you can see more videos like this, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great day. Goodbye.